At this time, I would like to welcome to the Southpaw Promotions ring a United States Army combat veteran. Welcome, Ricardo Becerrill.
As you said earlier, Austin's last opponent, Ricardo, very tough. I think, if the layoff didn't hurt Lamar too bad, I think a lot of Deonda, but Lamar has been at the world-class level, so they're at certainly at different points of their career. I think if the old Lamar shows up, this will probably be a 1 or 2 round fight. But Lamar's been out for a very long time, I think maybe 3 or 4 years even.
Oh, wow.
I know he was on the Contender, and he injured his elbow, went to several hospitals and different doctors and surgeons, and they all just told him it was a sprain. And finally, after 7, 8, 9 months, they did find that there was a bone embedded in a ligament or a tendon, and he finally had it surgically removed. And Lamar said he had gotten up close to 200 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 4-year hiatus, this fighter returns to the world of professional boxing. Why does this Burgess boxing product make his return? To handle unfinished business. Welcome to the Southpaw Promotions Squared Circle, Lamar Russ.
When Lamar used to fight in the Greensboro area, he used to have a huge following. Very popular fighter, very likable person. And this is a great opportunity for Ricardo to really, change his life with a victory over a guy like this. It would probably double his purses for the next few fights following. I know this fight was at 68, and Lamar told me he does indeed have plans of moving all the way back down to 60. And Lamar's 6'2", 6'3", very big middleweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Southpaw Promotions in association with the historic St. Michael's Boxing Club brings fight fans 6 rounds of action in the super middleweight division, and it's all brought to you by the United States Army National Guard. In charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Mr. Wayne Espinola. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, stands a United States Army combat veteran that wears the white trunks with gold tassel trim. He enters this contest at the super middleweight limit of 168 pounds. Tonight, he enters the squared circle for the 16th time as a professional, fighting and training out of Kinston, North Carolina, introducing Ricardo Blast Becerrill. And his opponent awaiting introduction fights out of the red corner. Over the course of his professional boxing career, he has entertained fight fans worldwide, displaying his skills on Showtime Boxing, as well as the TV series The Contender. This evening, he makes his return to boxing at a fight ready, 167 pounds, and wears the purple trunks with gold fur trim. His impressive record stands at 17 wins, opposite only 3 defeats, with 8 of those wins registered by way of thrilling knockouts. He hails from Fayetteville, North Carolina, by way of Wilmington, introducing the Boxing Q, Lamar Russ.
see how that layoff affected him.
Okay, gentlemen, you know the rules. Obey my commands.
A lot of
Time,
experience
protect
between
yourselves
both.
at all times.
Between
If you
both
want
of these
to now,
fighters
touch your
combined
luck.
is almost 40 fights.
Step back and get you guys started. Good luck.
Only 13
8
left that I
rounds of
have.
action in the super middleweight division.
But, Lamar has been at the very top echelon competing, although I feel like he has a low amount of fights for everything he accomplished, honestly.
Becerrill is very resilient, so wouldn't be surprised if we see a decision, especially with the layoff that you mentioned earlier.
Lamar being very calm and measured here early. Make sure he doesn't get caught with something wild.
Oh, good pivot. Body shot.
Very well placed body shot for such a tall man.
There you go. Stay on that stage. Walk around him, though. There you go. Walk around him. Stay on that stick and walk around him.
Very composed.
Ricardo's very game, though. It's everything you can hope for in an opponent coming back from a long layoff like this, to make sure you get those questions answered that you need before you go back in the deep end.
Great point. I remember his last fight with Austin, your fighter. I mean, there were times Austin almost had him out of there multiple times, but he didn't go anywhere.
No.
Yeah, Ricardo comes and he earns his paycheck. I'm hoping he comes back on the June 4th card if he doesn't have any injuries here. He's the exact type of fighter that I want in the ring. I represent the southpaw.
Overhand
I do
right.
think that shot bothered Lamar a little bit. Ricardo's got a lot of confidence from that.
He always looks like he's having fun in there from what I've seen.
Got a lot of respect for both of these men. Yeah, I don't think, I think that layoff has really hurt Lamar here. He does not take those shots well at all. Honestly, I hope Lamar's I think Lamar is going to be able to make it out of this fight or this round if he doesn't stay tight. He is not reacting well at all to those shots. I mean, very adverse reaction.
Early in the first round, you saw him pivoting out of the corner, moving, like he was very aware of the ring, and he just laid on the road for a good few shots.
Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Lamar. I would hate to see him lose this fight, but if he did, it obviously would be a huge feather in the cap for Deonda.
Oh, yeah.
But it's very concerning to see a fighter of his caliber react so adversely to such a light shot.
There are those who stand forever ready to defend the nation, ready to fight for what matters, no matter what.
Let's go! Get my round in there!
Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
That is not, it just did not look good the way he was reacting to those shots. Hopefully Lamar pulls through and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm sure he's in great condition, so he could probably fight back from that.
Here we go, round number 2 of the 7th, and it's brought to you by Russell Benson. Knocking out of the streets.
So he's got his bearings back about him here.
Yeah.
With Lamar.
I think a big issue is how confident Becerrill is after a first round like that.
Definitely.
Once you get that ball rolling with confidence, it's kind of hard to stop that. So
Lamar's got a great jab, like I said, world class, but looks like he lost a little bit of starch from that round. You definitely don't want a guy like Ricardo to start getting confident.
Yeah.
Shoot that jab. Keep your hands up. Shoot. Take that clinch face. There you go. Shoot that jab. It's right there. Shoot that jab. It's still wide open. Shoot that jab. There you go. Walk
Great
around.
pivot, good angle there by Lamar.
Step on out. You good?
Tries to go to the body. Ooh, a left hook landed for Becerrill.
Hands up.
You know, that first round was like two different fights, honestly. This one's going very similar. Oh, my goodness. Lamar's legs are not under him well at all. You know, Lamar started the first round and the second round establishing the jab and good angles. Then he got pulled into Ricardo's fight in 2 moments now. Going back to the jab, though, he's righting the ship here.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Body. Body.
Becerrill trying his hardest to get Russ on the ropes.
Lamar just he is not taking the shots well at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a slapping, looping shot. I do think Lamar's winning this round, though. I certainly have to favor Ricardo in that first round, though. He had Lamar hurt badly several times. But I think Lamar used his boxing IQ this round very well. The angles, the timing. I believe he's going to come away. Yeah, I believe Lamar probably edged that round out there with clean, effective boxing.
Are you looking for a fixer-upper? Are you more of a city folk looking to live downtown? I got you. Do you want to live in an area where you can ride whenever you want to? Are you looking for a home with a big front porch that you can sit on and sip sweet tea on Sunday afternoons? Do you want to live close to your job? Order up! Do you want to live where you can fish in your own backyard? Is land the next purchase that you're looking to make? Whether you are buying or selling in the city or the country, I would be happy to help you. I'm Paula Simon with Allen Tate Realty.
Becerrill's not a guy that needs confidence, but he definitely
If
got it
you
the
let him
first
get
2
going
rounds.
like this, he gets more and more dangerous.
Yeah, he doesn't need a reason to be as confident as he is, but from what I know about him, he enters every fight supremely confident, win, lose, or draw. So the first 2 rounds are going to be great for his confidence.
Oh, man, he was Lamar
Herky
just
jerky
off
style.
the mark with that. Oof.
Looks like he may have clipped him with a hook on the way out.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on. Work the ladder. Work the ladder. Stand. Tap. 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 Tap.
Becerrill just walking in with his hands down.
Lamar's legs
Going hooks.
still look worse for wear also.
Time to sit on it. Time to sit on it. Put it in your face right there. There you go. Sit on it, man. There you go.
Now, Lamar actually took that shot a lot better. That one was right on the button, hard overhand, and it seemed to not really affect him. Maybe he just wasn't warmed up well at the start of the fight, taking the shots a lot better.
Hands up.
Very competitive round here. A lot of ebbs and flows in the action.
Looks like Russ maybe trying to use his jab a little more.
Great right hand from Russ there.
I remember the moment clearly,
I'll never forget that moment.
as long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
All right, past the halfway point. Okay. Yeah, Russ is really trying to use that jab a lot more this round.
Yeah, he does look like he's really reestablishing himself. Good body shot by Ricardo. But Russ is way up in the round based off of the effectiveness of his jab and controlling distance. He's the ring general this round. This is a lot better. This kind of reminds me of the Russ I've seen before the layoff. Nice head movement by Russ. Ricardo's pace has slowed some. You'd like to see him keep pressing the issue to keep that momentum that he had gained, but I feel like he might be letting it slip away.
That jab is landing a lot cleaner this round than it has the first 3 rounds for Russ.
Lamar's looking immensely better as he's warmed up here.
Now work off that stick.
Another great body shot by Russ. That one straight a little low, but Ricardo did block it into his groin.
Don't give him that. Drop that jab.
Russ's coaches are imploring him to continue to jab.
Hey, man, don't let him disrespect you, man. Put your hands in his face. Put it in his face.
You know, I was considering when Deondo was getting ready to make his pro debut to actually put him against Ricardo. I am glad, knowing what I know about Ricardo now, that I did not and let Austin develop some as a fighter before I put him in there.
Absolutely. This guy just loves to fight. Win, lose, or draw. He just loves being in there, I feel like.
That is probably the most one-sided round of the fight there for Lamar. Lamar controlled the action. He was certainly the ring general. He looked a lot better, a lot more steady on his legs. I say we got 3-1. Yeah, that's correct. 3-1 for Russ. You have one round that could go either way. Round 5, 3-1 for Lamar. One swing round.
Ooh,
could be looking at 2-2 here, but more than likely it's this is a lot more of the gumption you'd like to see from Ricardo to give himself a chance here.
Yeah, Ricardo coming out like a guy that knows he lost that last round.
That was a great shot to the head, and Lamar took it well. I believe he took it. Yeah.
Oh, mouthpiece came out.
His mouthpiece did come out. Ricardo did let him. Good sportsmanship there by Ricardo. I would have jumped all over him. But like I said, he was having very adverse reactions to light shots earlier in the fight, and now he's absorbing the shots to the head well. Maybe it was just a case of him being warmed up. Great uppercut by Russ. Like Russ is gaining an immense amount of momentum here. I think there was a little head clash there, honestly.
Back to the jab.
This was made for a very riveting fight. Can't take my eyes off of it.
Yeah.
Great angle by Lamar. Russ is really coming on now and taking control. This is
I think Becerrill just assumes he's got to land a clean shot to hurt him again, which might be true, but
he has, like I said, that Russ has been absorbing the punishment immensely better since he got warmed up. Yeah, see, look, I mean, it's amazing. Earlier shot, half that was bothering Russ, and now it's having no effect on him.
To your point, he landed a shot a minute ago that would have hurt him in the first round, but he took it really well that time. Talking about Russ.
A little elbow there from Ricardo. Another great round for Lamar.
We understand an upside-down world. We understand a rogue virus, 0 jobs, and stratospheric tuition. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Not so fast. Who do you think is gonna fix all this? Because our future is the future. Because the life we have chosen has prepared us for this moment in history. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
So we're at 4-1 or 3-2.
Number 6 in the scheduled 8.
Oh, so it is an 8-rounder.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Work back. Yeah, he want to rush it. If he want to rush it, work that thing. They all rush to that way. That's what you want to do. There you go. Oh, like that. Go that. Go that. Come here. That's the ball.
I think Ricardo has certainly increased his stock regardless of the result tonight as an opponent. He is going to be in demand after this. There's another great shot, clean on the chin of Russ, and no effect. It's like a tale of two different chins. You know, it went from
like
glass
two whole
to
different fights,
granite.
I feel like.
To granite. I mean, it's crazy. I've never seen nothing quite like it.
Let's go. Let's go.
You can tell Ricardo's starting to get frustrated now that Russ has established his length here. Nice body shot by Russ there on the exchange.
Dump on him. What you waiting for? Dump it.
Becerrill's probably wondering what happened to the guy in the first 2 rounds he was fighting.
Touch him. Touch him. There you go.
I really like both of these men. I hate to see either one of them lose.
Yeah.
Back on. Rip to his body. Back to his body. Don't hit that. Let's go. Back on.
Good body shot by Ricardo, but Lamar is still ahead in the round.
Ricardo definitely has a healthier respect for that jab of Russ. Not able to rush him quite as much as he was in the first couple of rounds.
Both men are in condition. Neither seems to be fatiguing much at all. The pace for Ricardo has slowed some, but probably more from discouragement. Nice shot by Lamar. We're 5-1 or 4-2 here in this fight. Lamar's definitely starting to separate himself. Class does tend to show over time. Like I said, he's been in the deep water with the likes of Matthew Macklin and on the Contender Series. So the longer this fight goes, I have to feel like it favors Russ.
All right, final 2 rounds.
Yeah, several of the fighters here in the audience texted me they had this fight scored very similarly to me, 5-1 or 4-2, which seems to be the consensus currently. I feel like Lamar would have to make a major mistake here to lose this fight at this point. Ricardo was shooting a shot there. I feel like that's Ricardo's best bet, to try to throw those hard looping shots. And let's see, Lamar's still taking those shots so much better now than he was earlier.
Lamar very committed to using that jab.
One, two. Let's go. More than one punch. More than one punch. Let's go.
Lamar evading the barrage there. Lamar's doing a good job limiting these exchanges to more range. I'm just going to get the right front and mixing it up. Ricardo is certainly starting to show some fatigue. It's losing the starch in his punches.
There you go.
Followed up with the right hand that time. Landed clean. Nice jab by Russ.
Lamar's getting a lot more comfortable in there now. That shot caught him.
Oh, goodness. Man, he is out. That is better. That is the Lamar Russ that I remember. Great job by Lamar to close the show. Came back from some adversity early, got stung a couple of times, got his bearings under him, knocked the ring rust off, and then knocked Ricardo out. Great job by the boxing Q.
I will say that someone in the crowd this round said knock the smirk off Ricardo's face. I didn't think that was possible. For a guy that loves to be in the ring and just loves to fight, I did not see that coming.
Incredible finish. That's everything you can hope
Let's
for.
watch this replay. 1, 2, and then that.
Oh my goodness! I'm sure Chris the Viking was screaming when that happened.
Drop.
Great job.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest ends in dramatic fashion. At 2 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 6, your winner by way of brutal, highlight reel knockout, the Boxing Q, Lamar